The other day, I was at a 4th of July celebration with a bunch of great friends and a lot of great ministries and hundreds of people all just grilling out and watching fireworks. It was fantastic. But somebody came up to me and they said, "Hey, I'm thinking about getting a gun for the very first time. I want to carry a gun. What do you recommend?" Now, I thought about it for a bit. And the first question I asked her, because she was a little bit older, I said, "Well, do you think you could rack a slide?" And she thought, didn't even really know. And that's a legitimate thing because you obviously have to operate it. So I quickly went to revolvers. And in that moment, I kind of thought, well, but if there's certain, you don't want it to pop hard in your hands because, as you get older, there's some serious hand issues going on there. So where's the balance? You can't do, like a 9mm semi-automatic gun, and you can do a revolver, but you can't do something like a giant 357 Magnum and a lightweight gun. You need something that's a revolver that is not hard on the hands and easy to operate. And I believe that I have 5 that I'm going to call the 5 best concealed carry revolvers for seniors. Number 1, the Ruger LCR. Now, there's a few reasons why I love the Ruger LCR, but I'm going to start with the technology that they put into that little revolver. It greatly diminishes recoil. Greatly diminishes recoil. There was a time where I had a Smith & Wesson Airweight and a Ruger LCR on the same table shooting the exact same ammo. And it felt like I had plus P in one and some really underloaded ones in the other. It was a significant difference, a significant lower sense of recoil in the Ruger LCR. They did a great job, and you can get it in 38 Special, 357 Magnum, 9mm. There's so many options on the Ruger LCR that I believe getting that in 9mm would be fantastic for seniors, or a 38 Special for that matter. Number 2. The Taurus 856. Now, I'm going to recommend the Taurus for a couple reasons. Number 1, for the size of revolver that it is, most revolvers that size are 5 shots. This is a 6 shot. It's going to have a little more recoil than the LCR, but just a little more recoil because it's a little bit heavier gun. And the heavier the gun, the less the recoil. Still light enough to carry, like not a real heavy gun, very lightweight, easy to carry, but heavier than something like the Smith & Wesson Airweight or the Ruger LCR. So you're going to get a little bit less recoil, but it's at 6 shots. It's also a darn good budget gun. It's one of the most affordable guns on this list as well. Number 3, the EAA Vindicator. I love this gun. This is the revolver I carry, and when I'm old, it'll still be the revolver I carry. And the reason is because it's made in Germany, it's imported by EAA, it's a very fantastic revolver, it's a very affordable revolver. Mine is a 6-shot 357 Magnum, which if you got this particular firearm, I recommend that because you could put 38 Special in it and just shoot that all day long. It's heavier than all the other guns I've listed so far, very little recoil. The snub nose is very concealable. I love the grip on this. I think anybody with poor grip strength will love the grip on this. But those are the big reasons why. Again, it's the revolver I carry, and when I'm old, it'll still be the revolver I carry. Older. Number 4. This is what I would highly recommend every day. Of all these guns, this is going to be my biggest request because it's a Smith & Wesson Model 351C. It's a very, very lightweight pocket revolver that shoots 7 shots of 22 Magnum. That is fantastic. If you've shot a revolver with 22 Magnum, it's like shooting a revolver with 22 LR. You don't feel the recoil. There's little to no recoil. It's a very lightweight revolver to carry. It's easy to use, easy to operate, very safe. You get 7 shots, you get no recoil. It's kind of a win-win all the way around for seniors. And Smith & Wesson revolvers have great triggers. So even, sometimes that trigger may be too hard to pull, or This, I believe, is the best revolver for seniors. You're looking at more in the $800 range, but man, great option. If you're a senior, you might as well spend the $800 and have a great gun that you can use to protect yourself for the rest of your life. Number 5, the Kimber K6S. This is the most expensive revolver on this list, but it's really one of the nicest revolvers on this list. Incredibly accurate. Fantastic revolver. But the reason I'm going to recommend it, it is the smallest 6-shot 357 Magnum revolver ever made. That's why. It's a great option. It's very accurate. It's beautiful. It's got a fantastic trigger. And again, you could put 38 special in there, which is what I would recommend. If it's hurting your hand, don't do it. So there you go. There's my list of the best concealed carry revolvers for seniors. I'm sure there's a few I didn't mention. Put in the comments below. I do want to take a moment and say most people watch the channel, not subscribers. Click that subscribe button. Greatly increases the algorithm, our ability to get these messages out. That link is below. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.